Hello, in this video, I am going to talk about Decorator Design Pattern. Decorator is a structural design pattern. It helps to attach new behaviors to objects by placing these objects inside special wrapper objects that contain the new behaviors to be added. When to use, it is needed to be able to assign extra behaviors to objects at runtime without breaking the code that uses these objects. When it is not possible to expand the object's behavior using inheritance. For example, in case of final class, if you declare a class of type final, that you cannot extend or modify that class. In that case, if you want to add new behaviors to this class, then it is very much helpful when you use decorator pattern to wrap that final class with a decorator. And when there is a need to multiple types of outputs without creating classes for all types. So if you have a requirement where there is a need to serve a client multiple types of requirements which is closely related to each other, let's say printing a document format of different type like doc format, CSV format or PDF format, or a notification service where a client wants to send or wants to get notification from various mediums like mobile notification, SMS notification, email notification, and also if any client wants to get email and also SMS notification together, then instead of creating multiple classes for each type of notifications, we can use decorator pattern to wrap the base class with a decorator to get the combinations of all the outputs. Advantages: we can add or remove responsibilities from an object at runtime, combine several behaviors by wrapping an object into multiple decorators. I will now show a simple example implementation in CSharp to show the implementation of a decorator pattern. All right. Decorator pattern helps us not to use inheritance that much. Here, for a sample notification application, without the decorator pattern, we need to have classes for all the combinations. For example, for the email notification, we will have email notifier. For the SMS, we will have SMS notifier. And for the Slack notification, we will have Slack notifier class. And if clients have requirement like they want both email and SMS notifications, or email or Slack notification, or email, SMS, Slack, all the notifications in all the way, then we'll need to have classes declared for all the possible combinations. But instead of creating classes for all the combinations, decorator reduces classes. For the same type of requirements, we can have only an base interface, for example iNotifier, and we will have a concrete base class. We will implement the iNotifier, and we will have a decorator which is a base decorator, and this decorator class will decorate the concrete decorators and concrete base class. And finally, we will have the SMS decorator and Slack decorator for different type of notification type. And we will create the combinations runtime in our client to send the notifications in various ways. So it will be clear when I show you the example implementation using code. Now I am going to show you a brief implementation of decorator pattern. To implement decorator pattern, first of all, what I have to do, I have to create an interface, the base interface. Here, the purpose of this sample application is to send a notification of various type. It can be email notification, it can be Slack notification, or SMS. So I have a method called send, which is accepting an argument of type string, and the interface is called iNotifier. And I have an email notifier, which is a concrete class that contains the basic operation. The operation is to send the notification message, which is implementing the base interface called iNotifier. Now, after a few days, client wants to get notifications in other mediums. It can be Teams notification, it can be Slack, or it can be email notification. So, in order to send notifications of various type, what we can do, we can create Decorator instead of creating new classes every time for each type of notifications. So I have a base decorator which stores the reference to the wrapped object to allow linking to concrete component as well as decorators. So I will have concrete component and I will have decorators, which I will show you a little later, and both will be linked to send a notification of various type. Here in the base decorator is an abstract type class which is implementing the iNotifier interface, and it has implemented the send message, and it is a virtual type because I will have to override the method in the concrete decorator class. And this decorator class will have a constructor accepting the iNotifier base interface. I use this constructor and method to send various notifications. So, as it mentioned here, base decorator which stores the reference to the wrapped object. So, every time I will send the new object to this constructor, and this constructor will initialize the wrapped object and send the message of that object of particular type. So, I have SMS decorator and I will have Slack decorator. So SMS decorator and Slack decorator both are actually extending, inheriting the decorator class, or it is using the one of the important concept of inheritance. And this decorator class is inherited by Slack decorator and SMS decorator, and it is overriding the decorator virtual method to this concrete decorator class. Here, base.send message will call the base class methods. Here, in this case, the decorator class method. And the constructor here is accepting the iNotifier component, and also it is calling the base class component. In this case, base class constructor. In this case, here the decorator, because the iNotifier is the interface that has been implemented by the decorator. So when we call the base with the I component parameter, it will straight call the base decorator, which is implementing the iNotifier. So I have already shown the email notifier, which is a concrete class of base operation implementation. Now in the program class, I am creating an instance of email notifier. If the client wants to get email notification only, I will create an email notifier object, and since it is the child of the iNotifier, and that's why we can assign this to the interface. And if I call the send message method, it will call the implementation of this send method, which is actually implemented in the class that is inheriting the notifier interface. So when I call this notifier.send with this object, then it will show us this output email with the message. And in other scenario, if client wants an SMS notification also with the base email notification, then we will have to create an instance of SMS decorator, and inside the SMS decorator, we can create an email notifier object and can send this inside the SMS decorator as well, because the SMS decorator constructor can take the wrapped object that implemented the iNotifier interface. Here, The email notifier is also implementing the iNotifier interface, as well as SMS decorator is also implementing the decorator class where it is accepting the iNotifier interface. So we can create the SMS decorator in this way because both in turn, in chain, it is implementing the base iNotifier. So SMS decorator can accept the email notifier because email notifier is accepting the iNotifier interface, and also the SMS decorator constructor is accepting the iNotifier base interface, which can contain its child like email notifier, because email notifier is implementing the iNotifier interface, and it can assign to the notifier interface because both SMS decorator implementing the decorator, which is in turn implementing the iNotifier. So at the end, both SMS decorator and email notifier has the base iNotifier interface implemented. So we can create the SMS decorator interface in this instance in this way and assign to the notifier. The same way as the Slack decorator as well. In the Slack decorator here, we can, as I mentioned, it can accept the iNotifier interface as an argument, as well as the child class, which is implementing the iNotifier, and also the base decorator, which is implementing the iNotifier. So it is accepting both the decorator and as well as the complete component that are both implementing the iNotifier interface. So the Slack, we can create the Slack decorator instance. We can pass the SMS decorator instance, as well as inside the SMS decorator we can pass the email notifier. So if I call this notifier.send, then the send method will send the notification as email, as well as SMS, as well as Slack. Here it is in this line, it is sending the notification as email and as well as SMS. So in this way, instead of creating multiple combination of classes like SMS, email, and Slack email, or SMS, email, Slack, or SMS, Slack, instead of creating different type of classes for different combinations, we can create only the decorator class, the base decorator class, the complete component, and we can create various combinations. So if I run this application, for the client who needs only email notification can use the email notifier only, and for the client who needs email and SMS notifications, he can only use the email and SMS decorator. And for the client who wants all email, SMS, and Slack notification can use this notifier and call this method. So this way we can send the email and then SMS and then Slack notification instead of creating multiple classes for inheritance. So we can reduce the number of classes and create multiple combinations using the decorator pattern and the wrapped object idea. Thank you.